brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle.
Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mostert. Nice little juke. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Mostert.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Darrell Taylor
gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Gold is able to put it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's Wilson to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Carson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space, A loss results there.
Hey, 0.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Lance now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Lance and company going on 4th down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Lance going to sneak it. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. No move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Raheem Mostert. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action now. Wilson. That one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again is Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play action. It's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Lance now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is it? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He gives it off to Carson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Carson will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main card.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Off of play action, here's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught.
Right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Niners.
Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Wilson to throw. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
A quick throw out to Lockett.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right? And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Darrell Taylor in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Carson. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Myers able to knock it through, and their lead will swell up to 28. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, one side moves